Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Perrin Brewing Company. This is their Caesar's Gimp. And what this thing is, according to what's on the label here, says Roman Imperial Red Ale aged in Merlot barrels, which is wine barrels, guys. And these guys are out of Comstock Park, Michigan. I don't see an ABV written on the label anywhere. The Roman Empire's lust for global dominance and power was only matched by their love of wine, which led to their mastery of the oak barrels. With this in mind, we brewed a hybrid Imperial Red Ale fermented with Cabernet Sauvignon grape juice and then aged in California Merlot oak wine barrels. This Roman Imperial Red Ale will excite your baser passions with a deep Imperial Red color with purple highlights. Oak, malt, and grapes blend. Imperial Red color with purple highlights. Oak, malt, and grapes blend together, making it hard to tell where one flavor begins and the other ends. We all have our vices, and we hope you enjoy this one. So, and underneath the thing here, 1 pint, 6 fluid ounces. Yeah, it does have it 13.2% alcohol by volume, but it's written very, very faintly, very hard to read. And basically, that's all it says here. I don't know if it has a date on it anywhere. Nothing is standing out to me on the bottle. We will check it a little closer when we come back for the final chug, see if there's any kind of dating on it. A beer of this magnitude, I would like to see the vintage on it. Tell us it was done in January of 2015, 2016, or December of 15 or 16, to let us know, was it beginning of the year, middle of the year, end of the year, what vintage. And from what I'm seeing on Beer Advocate, they're saying it was brewed once. So it's a one-time beer. Why not put it on the label, guys? That's my fuss there. If it's a brewed one-time beer, you're not going to do it again. And chances are the ABV probably wouldn't be the same on top of that. Put that information on the label. This was sent to me by Perrin Brewery. Lindsay sent this to me. So Lindsay, thanks a bunch. I do appreciate it. One of the guys that works there, Jake, contacted me and put me in touch with her, and they've sent me some very tasty beers. Their No Rules Vietnamese Porter blew me away. Probably the best beer I've ever tasted, guys. It was awesome, and it was a 2016. They've already done the 2017, so I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get my hands on one of them to review it. So, I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. We've got the ABV, which is 35, and we got the IBUs, which is 35, and the ABV, which is 13.2%. So, without further ado, let's get this thing opened up. Nice little hiss on the bottom. Not a lot of smoke. Says here the cheeses are sharp blue cheddar, and the beef is poultry and fish. Glass bottle, pint, backer, knife, tumbler, mug, size, Sidell. I'm using my favorite snifter. And it says here not recommended for extended cellaring. 13.2%, no coffee added. I don't know why you could not sell this beer, guys. I would think that you probably could, especially since it's already been in wine barrels already. It's already been aged a little bit. I don't know how long it's in wine barrels. Month, 2, 3, 6, 12. I have no idea how long they left it in the wine barrel. Didn't pour a very big head, it's just barely covering the top of the beer. And it is a rich red ruby mahogany color, guys. And they're classifying this on Rate Beer as an American Strong Ale. On Untappd, they're classifying it as a Red Ale Imperial Double. And Beer Advocate has it listed as an American Amber / Red Ale. So we got 3 different characteristics. So let's get a nose to it. I'm getting grapes and wine, rich roasted malt. They must have left it in probably first run wine barrels on top of that. And I don't know if they introduced any grape juice on top of putting it in the wine barrels. It smells very grapey, very vinous, like wine. Well, let's dive in and see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Lindsay, Jake, and everybody up there at Perrin Brewery. Wow. That is very, very pleasant. 13.2%. The alcohol is super well hidden. Awesomely well made beer. One of the better wine barrel aged strong ales, red ales, whichever you want to call it, that I've had, especially this year. That is very tasty, guys. That is very, very pleasant. Very smooth for a 13.2%. A lot of grapes. Maybe some hints of some dark fruit in there even. It's right out of the fridge at 40 degrees. Let's let it warm up and pour her a glass. Sip on this for a while. Step out on the deck and have a little bit of cigar to go with this. And we'll come back here in about 30 minutes or so and see where it ends up. Won't take you that long. I'll be back in about a second. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Very tasty beer. A very well made beer for 13.2% alcohol, super well hidden. I looked at the bottle when I come back and there is absolutely no date or vintage on it anywhere. Got a problem with that, Perrin. You guys need to date your stuff. I know your cans have a date on them. Your bottles need to have it on it too. Either on the label somewhere or in some yellow, white, or bright blue ink somewhere, some kind of dating. To me, guys, it's an A beer, but it's not going to get to A because there is no vintage or any kind of dating on it. It's 13.2%, and it's going to keep. But if it's a brewed once beer, why not put a vintage on the label? At least put it on the bottle somewhere. So, A beer in a B bottle. Final chug. Very delicious. Heavy grapes, a nice venomous taste from the Merlot barrels that they aged this beer in. Very smooth for 13.2%. Very well done. Just wish they need to do some more information on their bombers. They've got the cans. They got the cans pretty well done. They've got a date on the bottom of those. They need to do their bombers the same way. They need to put some kind of date on the label or on the bottle in a writing you can see. We don't want a dark black writing on a dark brown bottle with a dark beer inside of it, which you cannot see until you pour it out. We want to know that. I do anyway. I would buy this beer if I could get it here, if I could see a date on it to let me know. Because it doesn't matter whether it's distributed out or not. If it is, it goes to the beer store, it goes to the distributor first, then to the beer store. How do you know when you pick this beer up? Is it a 2014? Is it a 2015? Is it a 2016? Unless you get your smartphone out and start going to Beer Advocate, Rate Beer, or wherever, even their own website, to try to find out. Why should you have to do that? You shouldn't. You should not have to do that. If this is a brewed once beer, it needs to be on the label somewhere. The vintage. A month would help, but the vintage anyway. It's a lease. It's a very lease. It needs to have a vintage on it. 2015 edition, 2016 edition, 2017 edition. So that's where I'm going to leave it. A beer in a B bottle, B plus bottle. I'm going to give this an 89. That's where I'm going to put this beer. Over to Beer Advocate, no scores. Not enough people have commented on this, which tries to tell me that this is a fairly new beer. This is not something they did in 2015. More people would have commented on this beer if it was a 2015. And even in 2016, depending on when in the year, whether it was January or July or December of 2016, how many people would have commented on this beer. And Perrin probably has, I would say, a fairly decent distribution. So maybe it's a 2017 edition. I'm not sure. Maybe it was done in January. I'm not sure. So needs to have a vintage on it, in my opinion. That's just me. I'm a date Nazi. I got to have that information. So, and like I said, we went over to Beer Advocate, no score. Great Beer has no score either. So just affirms my suspicion that it was done probably either in late 2016 or early 2017. And today is April the 11th. So I don't know, and I want to know. So before they're going to get to A grade for me on this beer, it needs to have a little more information on the bottle or on the label. Final check-in, we're going to run over to Untapped. Untapped has this at 3.85, which is in their B plus range. That's exactly where I'm putting it. I want more information to get a better grade on this beer. Even though it's a very well-made beer, the alcohol is super well hidden. It's a very easy drinking beer for 13.2%. Very nice grape notes, wine, barrel aged. Very pleasant, very enjoyable, very easy drinking for that magnitude of a beer. Final beer of the evening for me, so I did enjoy it. So, Perrin, need a little more information from you guys. I appreciate all the beers you sent me. We just need to step up to the plate as far as I'm concerned and put a little more information on these bombers. So, very well done. Thanks to the guys at Perrin Brewing and Jake and Lindsay for sending me all the wonderful beers y'all sent me. I did enjoy it. I just think y'all need to do a little bit more as far as dating on your bombers. Alright, we're going to leave it at there, guys. If you've had Caesar's Gimp from Perrin Brewing Company, this is their Red Ale, Imperial, Double, American Strong Ale, whatever you want to call it. Everybody's calling it something different. To me, it's more of an American Strong Ale or an American Imperial Red Ale aged in wine barrels. So, if you've had it, let me know what you think. Come on back tomorrow. Let's take something tasty, hopefully, out of the fridge. See you then.